Hello and welcome to the C Spot. I am Chef C. This is the C Spot. Um, Caritha's Culinary Creations. Yeah, C Spot.
Yeah.
So today, football food. It is football season. Some people say it's autumn, it's fall. In my world, it's football season. I am a football fan. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna mention any teams that I won't watch, but I am a football fan, and we watch football a lot. So Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'm usually not even available. So, but yeah, speaking of football, let's do some cheesesteaks. So I wanted to do something different. So this is a low carb version of cheesesteaks. I've got some low carb buns that I made earlier. And you can find your recipe on the web. You can use a chaffle. I'm going to use a chaffle recipe as well as a low carb bun, and I'm going to show you different ways. And I'm going to actually bake some off I'm going to bake the cheesesteaks off in the oven with a cheesy topping, and it's going to be like a croque monsieur cheesesteak because I can, basically. So for our ingredients, I'm going to do two kinds of cheesesteak. We're going to do both steak, a beef version, and we're going to do a chicken version. So let's cook. All right. So now you can get some ribeye, and shave it yourself. And all that is you're going to put it in the freezer, let it get almost solid, and then you just really thin slices and shave them yourself. Or you could do like I did, and Kroger had them, and Kroger had it already shaved up, and I went ahead and bought it. Now the chicken I did, and I did exactly what I said. I just put it in the freezer, got it a little solid, and then I just cut really, really thin slices. See, really, really thin slices, really thin slices, until I got lazy, and then it got thicker. Is what it is, y'all. So we've got chicken. I've got the beef. Our veggies, this is where you can make this your own. Do your own veggies. I've got onions and bell peppers. I've got some mushrooms. I got garlic. And I got some jalapenos because I got the mojada mo better man over there. So, I got to make it mojada mo better. And then we're going to put some seasoning. My seasoning, you can just use your Italian seasoning with some cayenne pepper and some, I've got garlic and onion already here. So there you are. But that's all I'm going to do. And this is going to be a quick and easy meal as well, because once we get it done, we're going to make our cheese sauce. What's so, Chef?
Sorry.
Once we get it done, we're just going to make a cheese sauce, cover the top, bake it off in the oven with some more cheese. Cheese of the day is provolone. Bake it off in the oven. It's going to be a good thing. The cheese sauce is going to be made of cream cheese, and I'm going to put a little mozzarella in it, and some Parmesan. Simple. Little cream. Gonna melt everything together, make it real gooey. Put it on top. Put the provolone cheese on top of that. It's gonna be in it and on it, because we like that. It's gonna be in it and on it, because we like cheese too. And it's gonna be all good. The buns that I made are made with almond flour, so legal. And the truffles are made with almond flour. Legal. Now, if you want to be illegal, go get some Hawaiian rolls. Call it a day. So we're going to go over to the oven. The stove, because we're not going to put anything in the oven yet. And we're going to cook. Ready? Let's go. All right, I always like to start with my meat. My pan is hot. I've got about a tablespoon of oil. The oil of the day is avocado. And because this is cut really, really thin, this is gonna cook really, really quick. So I'm gonna do my beef, and then I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'm gonna do my chicken and pull it out.
Hey, Chef.
Yo.
Is there a reason why you do the beef first besides the chicken?
I do it because of cross-contamination. I'm trying to prevent it as much as possible. That's why I have them in separate containers. I'm going to use separate tongs. I'm going to have separate pans. And that's just a me thing. It's also a sanitary thing. You don't want to mix raw chicken with anything. Um, that's just to be safe to you. Salmonella.
So it keeps your belly on the inside.
Yep, and that's our goal. We always want our belly on the inside. Okay, so now we've got our meat is getting a little bit brown. I'm going to sprinkle some of our seasoning spice on here. Season as you go. That way you don't have to over season at the end and everything is seasoned all the way through. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? See how quick that cooks? The pan I'm using is a scan pan. I love, they're not endorsing me at all. I don't have a lot of nonstick cookery, but both the ones that I do are scan pans. Wonderful pan. Wonderful pan. I don't have to use a lot of oil. Cooks quick. Sturdy. Dependable. All that stuff you like. All right, we're going to finish up the beef. Then we're going to add in the chicken. I'll let you see what the chicken looks like when it's done. And then we're going to do our veggies. All right, so we finished our beef. Now it's chicken time. Chicken time. Chicken time. Did I turn my heat off? Dummy. I cut my pan off so I could clean out the inside. Got to turn my heat back on. See how those thin slices? Now, all you people who cook chicken, you know there's no flavor in this stuff. So we're going to have to season this up really good. And because it's thin, it's going to cook quick too. So don't think you're going to be at the stove all day long. The hardest parts is the prep work. Once you have the prep work done, this goes quickly. But that's with any kind of recipe. You know, if you mise everything ahead of time, that means prepare all your ingredients ahead of time. Cooking doesn't take that long, depending on what you're cooking. Now there are some recipes that take forever. All right. So you want it in a single layer, a single layer if possible. If it's not possible, then you're just gonna be flipping a lot, and that's okay. This is one turkey. This is one chicken breast, and all I did was I put it in a freezer bag. I'm using the same seasonings. I put it in a freezer bag for about I'm gonna put a little extra salt though. I put it in the freezer bag for I did it about 30-45 minutes to an hour in the freezer to let it get solid. And then I brought it out and I cut it into slices. So we're gonna let this cook up and get done. I'm gonna put it on a separate tray or separate area of our tray. And then we're gonna assemble. All right, see you back in a bit. All right, so we are ready to cook our veggies. And we're not going for browning. We're going for, sorry, I like to make noise. We're going for tenderness. Tenderness. A little tenderness. I don't know where that came from, y'all. I got about a tablespoon of oil in here. I'm actually going to add my mushrooms first. I think I might need some more oil. A little bit more oil. My pan is still hot though. I'm not really worried about it. When your mushrooms start to get a little color on them, That's when I'm going to add some seasoning to it, because just like with onions, the seasoning is going to cause the juices to release. All right, so on the other side of my stove, I've got my cream cheese and my cream melting together. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan. You want to get it well coated, and then you're going to add this in. Multitasking, y'all. And everybody goes in the pool. So, yeah, I put everything in at once. Because remember, we're not going for browning. We're going for soft. Almost to caramelization. Almost. On the onions. So you could have put your onions in first if that's the way you like it. If you like if you're using mushrooms and you like your mushrooms a little bit on the crunchy side, then do your onions and your garlic first. I like everything a little bit soft. I like my mushrooms soft as well. All right, so once everything starts to get just a little soft, that's when I'm going to add my seasoning in and my salt, because that's going to bring out the moisture. Meanwhile, we've got our cream and we've got our cream cheese and our cream over here. I'm going to add some, and yes, I'm using the canned version of the Parmesan cheese. Don't at me. It's what I got. It's what I'm using. So we got our cream sauce going. I'm going to add a little white pepper and some nutmeg. I'll bring it back over, Chef. Sous Chef. You got me? Because we're doing all kinds of cooking today. All right. Remember I said season all the way through? The same seasoning that you used on your chicken and your beef, use it on your vegetables. I'm going to add just a little extra salt, because my seasoning spice doesn't have a lot of salt in it. That is by design. I want control of that. Smells good in here. All right, so we've got our cream sauce. I've got like a half a teaspoon of white pepper, about a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. And what is that called, people? That's called a bechamel. Good job. I'm so proud of you. All right, we're going to turn our heat off. I think I turned off the wrong one. Nope, I turned off the wrong one. Sorry, one. Because we've got it nice and thick. All right, so I mentioned that we were going to use two kinds of buns. So I've got two kinds of buns. Both of them made with almond flour. I use the term buns lightly. So I've got Truffles. And these are cheese Truffles. These are made with, this is cheese, egg, and a little almond flour and some baking powder and some psyllium husk. And then I've got my keto. I've got my buns. And then my buns is just a, what do they call it? A fathead dough that I rolled into balls, flattened it, baked it off in the oven. So those are our two breads. All right, so we're almost there. I want just a little bit more caramelization on this. And then we're going to be good to go. All right, so I took my buns and I split them. We've got our assembly line going. I'm going to probably do, we're going to do 3 chicken and 3 steak, 3 beef. All right, and the assembly is the same thing you do with a cheesesteak. So I'm going to take my cheesesteak, put it on the bottom. I don't know what made me choose to do beef on the top, but I did. It's all good. Everything's cooked now, so you're okay.
This ain't no steakums, y'all.
No, it's not steakums.
This ain't no chickums, y'all.
Chickums? Is there such thing as chickums? What the heck is chickums, sir?
Steakums was a chicken.
Oh my. Out of control, sir. All right, do my chicken on the bottom. This makes a lot. Now, we're sleevers, so this is a lot. This is at least 2 to 3 meals.
Somebody going to sleep, y'all.
Mm-hmm. He'll be food drunk in a little while. I might take pictures and put it out there on the web. Evidence.
You'd do that to me?
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, you would.
I've done it to the dog.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got my protein down the bottom. I'm going to add my veggies. Now, mine are cut into julienne strips. My jalapenos are cut into just coins, and that's because that's what I wanted. So that's what I did. Do it how you want to, baby. Remember that a recipe is just a guideline. It's not set in stone. You don't have to do it that way. It's not the end all to be all. The world's not going to end because you didn't follow the recipe exactly. Now, it might not taste the same, but you might create something different all along the way. Those look pretty. All right. We're going to add our cheese. Just using provolone cheese. And I'm not skimping on the cheese because we like cheese. Don't we, sous chef?
Mm-hmm.
If it's got cheese on it, I can get them to eat it. I said it. Say what I said. All right, so all right, so we've got it. We're gonna put our tops on. And now the magic begins, people.
So I got a question.
Yeah,
when's the sauce come into play?
Didn't I say the magic begins?
I'm getting ahead of everything. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting excited.
Kick back, sir. I got this. I got you. So we've got our sauce. And remember I said we like cheese?
Oh, this is bananas right here. See, y'all. See, she's gone crazy. This is what we talk about right here.
I said it was going to be in it and on it. And you know what? There's no lie in this. In it and on it. Now, if you want to layer it differently, you can always put cheese on the bottom, then put your meat, then put your veggies, then put your bread, then put your cheese. That's way more detail than I kind of want to do right now. All right, so then we've got our cheese mixture to go on top. My pan is full lined. I think I sprayed it. We'll find out when I go to take it off. Too late now. This is 4 ounces of cream cheese, a half a cup of cream, about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan, a half a teaspoon of white pepper, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And that's my sauce. Now, you could have just stopped when you put the sandwich together and called it a day. Baked it off in the oven, open face to let the cheese melt, and it'd have been good. I'm extra here. And because I am extra, guess what we're going to put on top?
More cheese, yeah.
Got some mozzarella. I mean, can you ever have too much cheese? I got my oven preheating at 425. I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes. We're gonna look at it, see how it looks. If it's not melting like I want it to, then I'm gonna put it on broil. Hope I don't pull a Pam. That's my mother, y'all. and burn it. The running joke in our household it's too funny is that, my mom has no patience when it comes to biscuits. And every Sunday morning, she'd like to cook us biscuits with our breakfast. But she didn't have any patience to wait on the biscuits to get done on the top so that she put the food on broil. Yeah, they got done. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. We got food. We're going in the oven. See you back in a minute. Hey, y'all. We're back. And we're done. And yeah, sous chef and I are foaming at the mouth. So we've got our, I don't know what we're going to call it. Croque monsieur cheesesteaks. All right, this is the one that I did with this is actually the truffle. See how gooey and cheesy that is? Glad my chef at culinary school can't see what I just did. He'd have a fit. Anyway, ooh, that's hot. It's hot. It's a little hot. So good, y'all. See inside there? All that yumminess, steaming hot, ready for you to eat. We got the truffle, and then we've got the, and that's the beef. So we're gonna get the chicken one. Gonna get a chicken one. Keto bun. Ho 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 ho. All right, let's move some stuff out the way so you can actually see. And I'm using my mitt so I don't burn my hand because we know that Chef C is a proponent of burning her hands, even though she knows she just brought that out the oven. Let's cut in. We'll cut in. We'll cut in. Good stuffs. Good stuff. That is a stuffed cheesesteak. That's what I'm gonna call it. See that?
Bring that down.
Yummy goodness.
Right there. Beautiful.
Yummy goodness. And there you have it. You have your cheesesteak. You have your chicken cheesesteak. Chicken cheesesteak monsieur. Or you have your beef. Both of them are really, really good. Can't wait to eat them. Can't wait. But yeah, so it's quick and easy football food. You can actually cut these individually into fours and have them like little mini sandwiches. You could just serve everyone a whole one. Get a big old platter. Double it if you need to. Double the recipe. Triple it. Quadruple it. However you want to do it. The recipe that I gave you actually will serve 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Makes 12. I made 6 and I have some left over, but there's only 2 of us. So some lucky family member of mine is going to get some good food in a little bit. And yeah, so you're ready to go. Football ready. We like that. As always, I'd like to thank you for coming and cooking with me today. It's always a pleasure to cook for you here at the C Spot. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Contact me at thecspotfood@gmail.com. Contact me at thecspotfood.com. Go check out our website. I'll have links below for the recipes. If the recipe is not mine, I will give you a link to where you can go get it. But you will have a link in the description box below. You can also go get our recipe out on the thecspotfood.com. THECSPOTFOOD.com. I did it. Yeah. As always, and all you do, please enjoy that journey. See you later.